My dad laughed when I ordered a DNA test. He stopped smiling when the results arrived. When I told my dad I was taking a DNA test just for fun, he laughed so hard he nearly spilled his coffee. He said, "Go ahead, maybe you'll find out you're secretly a princess." I laughed too, until the results arrived. Trust me, you won't believe how this story ends. And before we get into it, subscribe now so you never miss more unbelievable Reddit stories with shocking twists. I was 24 when those cheap DNA kits became popular. Everyone at work was doing one, comparing ancestry maps and finding distant cousins. I thought it'd be fun. When I mentioned it at dinner, my mom looked strangely uncomfortable. My dad, on the other hand, couldn't stop joking. Maybe they'll finally explain why you're terrible at sports. Everyone laughed, except my mom. A few weeks later, I got an email saying my results were ready. I expected boring information about where my ancestors came from. Instead, the app showed something I couldn't understand. Parent-child relationship, not detected. I refreshed the page, closed the app, logged back in, same message. According to the DNA results, the man who raised me wasn't my biological father. I immediately called customer support, convinced there had been a mistake. They reviewed the data. No mistake. Shaking, I drove straight to my parents' house. I placed the printed results on the kitchen table. My mom turned pale. My dad looked at them, then burst out laughing. "Those tests are fake," he said. "People waste money on nonsense every day." But this time, nobody laughed with him. I asked one simple question. "Then why won't you take one?" The room went silent, for nearly a minute. Finally, my mom started crying. She admitted that before meeting my dad, she'd briefly dated someone else. When she found out she was pregnant, she genuinely believed my dad was the father. The timing had been incredibly close. Neither of them ever questioned it. My dad looked stunned. The confidence he'd had just minutes earlier completely disappeared. To settle it once and for all, he agreed to take a DNA test. The wait felt endless. Every day, he insisted the first test had to be wrong. Then, his results arrived. He opened the email in front of both of us. His smile faded instantly. The test confirmed it. He wasn't my biological father. I expected him to walk away. Instead, he looked at me with tears in his eyes and quietly said, "DNA can tell you who helped create you, but it doesn't decide who spent 24 years loving you." Then he hugged me tighter than ever before. Months later, I connected with my biological father. He had never known I existed. We slowly started building a relationship, but nothing could replace the man who stayed up with me when I was sick, taught me how to ride a bike, and never missed a birthday. That day taught me something I'll never forget. Blood can reveal the truth, but love is what makes someone family. If this story surprised you, don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping Reddit stories with unexpected endings. You never know which story will leave you speechless next.